of what's going on there.
Well, good afternoon, Kendall. The commemoration is gaining momentum here at Marikana in Rustenburg in the Northwest Province. We have seen several political leaders coming here. We have seen Zwelinzima Vavi and also General Bantu Biko Holomisa coming here. And we've also seen Musi Maimane also arriving here. And we've seen tweets of EFF leader Julius Malema, who is going to be part and parcel of this commemoration. You'll remember that just ahead of these local government elections, the EFF won about 3 wards here at Marikana. But over and above that, there has been a lot of talk about the socio-economic conditions of mine workers 4 years on. And you'll remember that between 2012 and 2015, the platinum sector here shared about 35,000 jobs. And that has been a talking point, that those issues have been a subject of intense debate. But to talk more about this, particularly the living conditions of workers, we are joined by John Capel of the Benchmark Foundation, which is an institution which has done a comprehensive research and study about this debacle. John, good afternoon. What have you managed to pick from your research regarding the living conditions of mine workers here at Marikana?
Well, we see lots of promises being made by all the big mining companies, including Lonmin, of how they're going to improve housing, etc., etc. But if we look over the last 4 years, Lonmin have built about 500 houses, and they've got a workforce of about 30,000, and 2,600 stay in the hostels. So we are still not anywhere near dealing with the living conditions of workers on the Platinum Belt.
There are 35,000 jobs that have been lost from 2012, and they are attributing that to the 2012 and 2014 wage labor dispute. Do you think that, as many commentators are saying, that workers are being punished by capital?
I think, yes, workers are being punished, but the 2014 marathon strike, the industry saved millions, will save billions in wages. When I interviewed 2 of the big companies at that stage, they told me they could hold out on that strike for another year to 2 years. So they stockpiled platinum. So they can't blame it on workers. It was an opportunity for the industry to have a backlash against the new union and the worker militancy on the Platinum Belt.
That's right. That Lonmin is talking about committing 500 million into this issue of housing. Do you think that is enough?
No, it's a drop in the ocean. I mean, they've been talking for the last 15 years about these amounts of money that they haven't put forward. What they really need to be doing is building subsidized rental accommodation stock for workers. They need to be talking to workers on what are their needs, what would they like. Workers do not want private home ownership because they raise a lot of problems with that. They say, what happens if we retrench, we lose our house? What happens if we go on strike, we can't pay the bond, etc. So Lonmin are fully aware of that, so are the other big platinum producers.
The last question before I let you go. Do you think that government has done enough to hold these companies accountable on their failure to adhere to the dictates of the mining charter?
Well, I think government is responsible for regulating that mining charter, and that mining charter really allows companies to get away with murder, really doing nothing. This outsourcing really of housing, in a sense, by giving a living arts allowance, is just avoiding the responsibility to developing proper housing for workers. And then the DMR doesn't suspend a company or withdraw its license because it doesn't comply with the charter. The same in terms of social and labour plans. You can't see what's happening with the money for social and labour plans. It goes missing. They should be monitoring it. We've told them that 4 or 5 years ago already, and they've done nothing.
Okay, thanks very much, John Capel. That was John Capel of the Benchmark Institute. institution, which is an institution or a foundation which has done a comprehensive study here about the living conditions of mine workers. But as you can see behind me, quite a half of activities here at Marikana as workers continue to trickle in to be part and parcel of this commemoration and to remember the 34 lives that were lost here on the 16th of August in 2012. For now, it's back to you guys in the studio.
Sello, thank you very much for that update and bring us up to speed with the commemorations out in the Northwest.